So you wanted to get into game development and then you found Unity and you were like, well, that's free. So then you installed everything and then you looked at C# and then you got real scared. So you went to YouTube and you found tutorials made by a dog in a bandit mask and you thought, he seems trustworthy. Well, I am. And let me give you the expectations of this course, and we're going to learn how a gameplay loop works. Alright, first up is making sure that we're all on the same page. I'm going to be using Unity 2020.3.0 F1 in dark mode, and I'll be using Jetbrains Rider as my IDE. You're welcome to use a different version of Unity and a different IDE, but things might look a little bit different on your end. This course is going to focus on C# and not so much what's inside of Unity, but we're going to learn the difference between namespaces, classes, types, what types Unity has built in, private variables, public variables, protected variables, attributes, static classes versus non-static classes, interfaces, what happens when you make a reference to a variable versus making a copy of the variable, how to debug, and along the way I'll probably add to this list. Now we're going to learn the life cycle of a script. This is the order that Unity figures out the logic of all the events that are going to happen. The awake function is part of the initialization process. Think of awake as just letting your game object know, hey, we got to get ready. The start function is when your script gets out of bed, brushes its teeth, looks itself in the mirror, and goes, it's game time. Now your script is going to start going in a loop. The first part of the loop is physics. Physics has a lot of stuff that falls under it, but for now, just think as physics as anything that has to do with gravity, objects colliding into each other, or objects getting too close to each other. Then the script checks if the player is giving any input. That's from the mouse, the keyboard, or any controllers you have connected. Lots of things fall under logic. Anything that has to do with time, coroutines, adding and subtracting health, adding and subtracting coins, changing animation events, all of that happens under the logic portion. Your script has gone through all the steps to figure out what's going to go on the screen, and in rendering, it actually puts it on the display. And it keeps going through that loop 60 times per second. That gives us a nice, crisp 60 FPS. Lastly, when we're going to kill a script, we put it into the decommissioning phase. Think of it like all the things it has to do before it completely shuts off. Just like when you turn off your computer, you don't just pull the plug. Alright, so that's what I'm going to be doing with this course, and that's what a gameplay loop is. And if you liked it, subscribe, and if you want to support me, go buy my game. I'll put the trailer after this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.